Today we're going to take a look at a ton of stuff that you're going to see reviewed here on the channel between now and the end of 2019. Plus share with you a couple behind the scenes things going on and one quick movie recommendation. All right, folks, we're going to blast through some of these. I think it's just fun to do this every once in a while. I got a bunch of gear, projects I'm working on, ideas and things. So I just want to show you what are several things that you will see in the next 2 to 3 months tested and reviewed here. This isn't the only things we're going to be reviewing, but this is a lot of the stuff that you're going to see my take on and see whether or not it's something worth throwing in a kit or in your regular rotation. And throughout the video, I will have links for you guys over to all the affiliates that we have for you. So if you feel like you have a pretty good beat on it, we just appreciate it when you use all the hyperlinks that we offer to you. We're going to take a look at the Leatherman Free T2 and ask ourselves if it can overcome its DeLorean type of ergonomics with all of its other capabilities. You'll see the Condor campsite hatchet put up against the S-Wing camp hatchet, and we'll take a look and see if this $85 Condor can outperform the $40 S-Wing. This year I feel like 511's really stepping up their game in the shoe department. And we're going to take a look at the Apex 6-inch wedge boots with sewn-in Vibram soles and see if the traction pattern is enough to get the job done, or is it just an around-the-town boot. I love Amazon warehouse deals. A lot of times you can find just screaming deals. I've had this in my wish list for a while. Saw it for half off. It was like $65. Normally it's like $105. And it was just a return. And so I picked it up. This is the K-Bar BK62. This is the Kephart take from Ethan Becker. Really cool. USA made, $10.95. Walnut handles, USA made leather sheath. Have been having a lot of fun with this, and I will answer the question, does this compete or is it even better than the SEP R4, which is kind of in that same vein of style. We'll hit all that in the video that you'll see on this guy. We'll also see if the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe is worth purchasing, and is it better than the original Pocket Rocket 2.0, and which one would be better suited for you. We'll be taking a look at the Japanese-influenced Diachenchu from Steel Will. And with all of Steel Will's very similar materials and price point, what makes this stand out from the crowd, or does it at all? We'll be taking a look at the new updated Cold Steel Outdoorsman Light. And with the new 34 SS steel, whatever the heck that produces, how does it perform, the thicker stock, the upgraded handle, and the now polymer sheath, and does it take the place of the original? Should you upgrade? Is there some drawbacks? We'll hit all of that for this budget-friendly outdoor fixed blade. Pick these up on a whim. These are Ridgemont Heritage. I believe they call them VZs or VZs maybe. Boots. These are leather uppers, nice rubber lowers that have been sewn in as well. So very unique classic styling. I'm going to take them not only around town but also on several hikes and really see what this kind of, I don't know how long this brand has been around, but see, is this something that has style but also versatility for the trail, or is it better just suited for around town? I have here the 511 All Mission Rig, and this thing, I'm going to call it Hyperlite because it's using a polymer PALS type of attachment for your back support. This has like 5 different ways you can mount it to yourself. It attaches to several 511 backpacks. It also rides as either a chest rig, abdomen rig, and it has the capability to handle all of the amp accessory sets, but also just PALS webbing, and then you can attach all kinds of MOLLE compatible compartments and mag holders or whatever you want to this as well. So we'll be trying this out. Taking a look at the Swiss Army Tinker, and if it's better than the Leatherman Free T2, we'll be looking at this 90-degree flashlight from Phoenix. This is the LD 15R that has more bells and whistles in such a tiny compact package than I think might have ever seen. I mean, this literally has so many little capabilities and add-ons and features and red light, regular light, magnet, battery charging capability, all that stuff. It's pretty nuts what this little light can do. So we'll be looking at that and how it fits into using a 90-degree flashlight and if it even makes sense. Looking at the Mountainsmith Grand Tour daily commuter backpack slash crossover light day hiking bag, and really why it's the best out of all three from their Mountainsmith Divide. This is being the Grand Tour, kind of the middle, and the World Cup. I've tested, used, and reviewed all three, and why this one is the best of the bunch of all three of those. And of all three, this is the one I would carry the most often. The 511 Norris shoes. I'm going to say Chuck Norris shoes. Leather, kind of have the style of a Converse, but Vibram soles with nail-resistant soles. So we're going to test that out, see if nails can puncture them. So is it just an overpriced Converse, or does it actually have some durability and versatility more than your local shoe store? The Work Tough Gear Atayal, I believe is how you pronounce it. I got this recently after we did the Lanzetta. Super fun, looking forward to it. How does it compete with the now discontinued, and we'll talk this through, I believe the BK5, because it really reminds me of that a lot. In the meantime, I'll give a shout out to my buddy Tim over at Everyday Tactical Vids. He has that knife as well. He just posted his review on it, so if you want detailed info now, go check that video out. My video on it will be coming in the next few weeks. So that's just some of the items that we have. I'm going to be doing some head-to-head stuff too. Like we're going to be doing that Condor hatchet, and the Condor, I ordered that. The hatchet was from Blade HQ that I bought, and I bought the Telesaur fixed blade from Joe Flowers. I bought that at Knife Center, I think. And that's on its way. It's just in the process of shipping. So I mean, we're going to test those two out compared to like that S-Wing and maybe like a Mora, and kind of see the competitive options. So we'll do a lot of comparison videos before the end of the year, some ideas like that, get some more just kind of out adventure stuff. We got the Mystery Ranch Urban Assault 21 and 24. Going to do a head-to-head, which one is better for you, and which one makes more sense, and which one I connect with more. I'm going to do that video. Blade HQ has the, I think it's the Kibon. I can't remember. It's kind of like the this guy. Look, I got it today. The Harpoon. This is the Harpoon version of the Boker Kalashnikov 74 that they just recently released. So it's like this from Boker, but it's a Blade HQ exclusive knife that they're doing with upgraded springs, I guess, and just some different handle ergonomics that look a little more natural than the AK-74. So have that on the way. Lots of other stuff, guys, that I can't even really think of off the top of my head. So that's the gear. So want to hear you guys' thoughts, what you think. If there are items that you want to see reviewed, love to hear those recommendations. I've often found companies or ideas for different videos based off of your guys' recommendations, so I appreciate the back and forth, and please leave those comments below. And again, if you want to check any of that stuff out, you can check out all the hyperlinks that we offer to you. We'll have a bunch of them below for you. And with that, that kind of leads me into the second portion. I just got an AdSense, which is the commercial-based part of YouTube, from Google, telling me that they've now come out with new restrictions and things like that. And I do know that many of the gear items that we see here at the channel would probably fall underneath their new restrictive for ad revenue stuff. So I don't know what that means for the future, for the income of the channel, because many of these things that you saw here today, I purchased with the income generated from the channel. And this is a part-time job to help support the family that allows my wife to be a stay-at-home mom and take care of our kids and pay the bills. So it does it's an investment back into the channel, so I can buy tons of the gear that you saw here. Some of it, is sent over, and then I give my full honest feedback, as you guys always know that we've done here for years at the channel. But much of it is purchased, 60% usually is purchased on my own through the channel revenue. So I've already taken about a 40% hit in the ad revenue in the last 2 months. So I don't know if they're already kind of like shadow blocking, shadow banning. I have no idea. You know what I mean? I knew this day would come, but there's like a new knives fall into some new category, so I don't know what that means for the future. So it's just all I'm saying is I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. Come back and check regularly. I know many people are telling me that they're not seeing the videos being uploaded and you're not being alerted. So subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon and stuff, and just check back. You know, I'm doing 2 to 3 videos every single week is what I strive for. And if you guys appreciate and enjoy the content, when you guys watch it, your thumbs up really helps. If you share it on, you know, your Facebook and other social media accounts that you may like, if there's a particular product or content that you really enjoy that means something to you, that always helps a ton as well. And then purchasing through all the hyper links, you know, that we offer to you. It means a lot when you guys do that. And I've never done this before, but because of the 40%-ish, you know, hit that I've already experienced in the last like 2 months on the ad revenue, I'm going to do something, and we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to leave a link to PayPal down below. I've started doing this myself because of all of the blocking and banning and demonetization happening on YouTube and just other social media platforms. I myself, with other organizations, other websites and other news organizations that I like, I have started to look at how I can subscribe to them and things like that. I'm not going to offer any sort of Patreon or subscription stuff or anything like that. I am going to start just having as a default down there my PayPal account, that if you just enjoy the channel, you appreciate what is produced here on a weekly basis, and you just want to support it, like $5, you know, every time you think about it, like $5 a month or something like that, that will just help. It will just help to continue to do it, particularly as what seems to be them continuing to bring the revenue generation down, means that the margin for me to be able to make content gets smaller and smaller. It makes me rethink, can I keep doing this and do my full-time job, do this as a part-time side thing and have fun doing it, or is it where it can't make sense anymore, and, you know, my wife and I have to talk about other ways to produce income for the family and do different things like that on top of just having the fun and the outlet and the relationship and friendship. So I am going to provide that below. If you guys want to, you know, support just by giving a gift through PayPal from time to time, that's awesome. It'll be down there. I'm not going to push it hard or anything like that. Just going to offer that, and if it can make up some of that hit that I'm already seeing in the ad revenues, that would be amazing and just help us to continue to do what we do. So you guys are epic. I appreciate you. Without you as the Gideon's Tactical family, this channel would cease to exist. So I just appreciate you and thank you for all your support, all the things that you do, all your likes, thumbs ups, your comments, and just knowing that you guys are there and you appreciate and enjoy the content really helps me to get out week in, week out and make the content that we do here to help you guys to be like, hey, check this out, this is awesome, or check this out, it's not very good, or think about this product instead because that product sucks, you know, or whatever. And so finally, I want to give you a quick review. Over the weekend, I watched a movie called Arctic. It kind of flew under the radar. It got a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I believe it's 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has the main guy, and I'm going to annotate his naming because I can't pronounce it. I can't remember where he's from, but he's not. He's foreign. I think he's from Europe. Sweden maybe or something. I don't know. Anyway, he played Lafleur, I don't know, whatever, in Casino Royale, the guy with the bleeding eye, in that James Bond that came out, Daniel Craig's first James Bond. He's the main character in this movie, Arctic, and it's a survival movie with probably like 15 lines of dialogue in the whole movie. There's almost no dialogue. It's about him in a plane crash in the Arctic and him trying to survive, help someone else survive, and just the hardships of it. And what's really cool and what I really enjoyed about it is that it communicates so much with the visuals because there's hardly any dialogue. Most of the movie he's by himself, and he's alone, you know, trying to, what are you going to do aside from some certain little conversations here and there? What would you do, and how would you communicate through visuals how this person survives and tries to get out of this plane crash and get help and all that. So it was done really well. I think it's a very entertaining movie. I love that guy. He again, I can't pronounce his name. So really cool, well worth a watch. I think it's like an hour and a half, so it's not a super long movie either. I really enjoyed it. And I picked it up over at the local library, but I think the most streaming services have it right now. Arctic, I would give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely worth seeing, and I would agree with the Rotten Tomatoes rating of around 90%, 89, 90%. Totally worth the watch. So memory card ran out right before I wrapped it all up, so I'll tie it all up in a bow. Thank you guys, you're amazing. I love you, and I appreciate your guys' support and just being part of the GT family. That's really what I view as just an extended family, extended buddies and pals and family together, hanging out, learning about gear and learning about the outdoors, and just pouring into each other's lives. That's what my heart is and what I always want to do here with the channel. So you guys are awesome. Always stay equipped, stay prepared. See you out there.